All right, just gonna do a couple more sets of hammer curls and some push-ups, and we'll get in here, start getting the legs spinned out. Okay, one more set, we'll get going here. Oh. Oh boy. Let me go in here. Oh boy. Jennifer, oh, how's it going? Yeah, just getting a quick little upper body workout going before I jump on and spin the legs. I'm like extra out of breath because I've been sick all last week, so I'm still kind of in that recovery mode right now. So believe it or not, I'm actually really not lifting heavy, and even the ride, not quite putting in the efforts that I normally would, just because, like I said, I'm trying to recover, get these lungs cleared up again to where I can actually start putting back down the efforts again. El Fuego, how's it going? Or it's El Fuego. Excuse me. El Fuego, I know who you are. I haven't seen you in a minute. How you been? Hopefully everybody's doing okay. Excuse me. Y'all bear with me a bit while I see the piece here. Excuse me. Excuse me. Y'all. Yeah, this here, if you're talking about over here on the right hand side, yeah, this is my stream cart. It's basically a streaming PC cart. So it's got its own dedicated computer, a TV screen over here on the left, and then a monitor for the computer here. And I got 3 different cameras on here. So one here, and then the other camera is over here. So I can move this cart all around the gym, turn it, you know, it's not stationary. I can, you know, kind of move it all around and do what I need to do for whether I do a Zwift here in front of the green screen, or, you know, if I want to do some weightlifting, treadmill, workout, you know, I can move this cart all around. It's really cool. All right, y'all, I gotta do one more video for social media purposes, and then we'll jump on here and get Zwift going. Oh, okay. Coolest. Wow, that's quite the accomplishment, or quite the compliment. I'll take that. As much as I want to deny it, Jennifer, I learned long ago that if somebody gives you a compliment, you take it to heart. You don't undermine the compliment. As much as I want to say, there's no way by any means I'm the coolest. That's kind of natural reaction, but somebody taught me long ago, a great leader that I worked under, if somebody compliments you, you take it to heart. Whether you want to feel the need to self-criticize or, you take the compliment. So thank you. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try to get our legs spinning here. I don't know exactly how hard I'm gonna go today. I think I probably need to keep it as light as I did yesterday. So hang on a sec, y'all. I need to stop and do something here real quick. Oh. So yeah, let me switch cameras. I'll show you. It won't be the full view or anything like that of the setup here, but that's the wrong camera. I believe it's this one. So this right here in front of me is, like I said, it's essentially a tall TV stand. It has one shelf midway you can't really see, and that's where the PC that I built for streaming here in the gym. It's very small. I built that and I put it down there. And then I added this wood shelf across here so that I can put the monitor, keyboard, and I've got different lights all around to kind of help light this area up. And then straight ahead, I got a 32-inch TV, which you can't really see. And a camera is mounted right on top there, which is essentially this camera right here that you see. Of course, see the green screen. That's another camera that not really pointed at anything right now. Then when you put it all together, it looks like this. Or generally like this. That's how I like to use it. Where I reverse this screen around so that it looks like I'm writing virtually. Hang on, I'll flip it here in a sec here. Come on. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Boy, this app is taking forever today. What is going on? Hang on a sec. This app is being goofy. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna flip it here in a sec. That's what I'm trying to do with the app is, I suppose I could do it with my remote, but I'm so used to doing it with the app. Hang on a sec. Come on. What is going on? Okay, here we go. There we go, it should be fixed now. All backwards. Like pedaling, like actually sitting backwards, or did the course in reverse? Wow. That's crazy, I guess. Not sure I would want to do that. All the behind the scenes, yeah. All right, well, so as you can kind of tell, still kind of work this out. So don't know. I'm already going harder than I was yesterday. Oh, you did? Thanks. I'm not sure which one you're referring to, like my main one, or because I have like 10 YouTube channels, but I really only focus on like 5 of them, which is the Power Karma, the main one, my Power Karma music, my Power Karma focus and relaxation, I also have Power Karma Gaming. This camera a little bit bigger. Oh, the one? Okay. I think that's the main one. I'm pretty sure I promote the main one here. Yeah. I think I actually promote 2 different ones on like the main profile, which is the music, the main one and the music. Yeah, you definitely want to post them, you know, because Twitch, you know, of course, your VODs disappear. So, you know, if you really want to keep a good video library catalog of them, you have to, you know, download them and upload them. Or what I was doing for a while was I was streaming primarily to YouTube on, but, you know, now that Twitch allows multi-streaming, I can now just stream to both platforms and don't, excuse me, I don't have to worry about that now. I don't have to worry about downloading and uploading. I actually have, I'm multi-streaming right now to Twitch, Twitter, or X, if you want to call it X, what's rightfully X, right? And YouTube. So now I got recordings in multiple places. It's a combination of both, okay? So I don't use Restream. Okay, well, let me define that. I use Restream only for the purposes of sending the stream to Twitter or X, okay? So I'm really using the OBS plugin So I have I'm sending the one stream to YouTube. So the main stream is Twitch, sending a copy of it through OBS to YouTube, and then I'm sending a copy of Restream to Restream, which the Restream account is what is connected to X. Yeah, and then what's good and bad about it is, so I'm not paying for Restream because I'm only using one service, okay? And I'm also not getting the watermark because I'm using the broadcast to go through OBS up to X. So that means I don't get the watermark. The other good thing about that is Twitter or X, I don't know when people will ever get used to just calling it X. Twitter requires less than half the requirements that you send to Twitch. So on the OBS plugin, I have to tell it when I send the feed to X to only send a 1280 by 720 stream at 3750 kilobits per sec. So, that's right, Brian. Yeah, I guess then everybody should just call it Twitter, right? Yeah, I think I just need to plug that in my mind that's, don't worry about calling it X. People know the platform as Twitter. So anyways, yeah, in the multi-output, Twitter is sweet because you're not using as much of your bandwidth to send a multi-stream. So essentially I'm sending like 8,000 kilobits to Twitch, 8,000 to YouTube, and less than 4,000 to Twitter. Yeah, that's right. He doesn't own, if I remember, somebody owns the X.com, right? Or did he buy it? All right, everyone, let's talk about today. So I can already tell that I'm pushing a little bit more than yesterday, and it's because I'm visually not paying attention. I'm watching the chat. Not a bad thing. Don't tell. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But I do notice that when I talk, I tend to be outputting a little bit more. So anyways, this morning we started out with a quick off-bike warm-up. So just doing 25 push-ups and then 30 hammer curls with the 15-pound dumbbell. I did I think 3 or 4 sets of those. So just kind of get the upper body woken up. Got a little leg stretching going in, some stretching the calves. I've been having a little tightness going on in my calves, and it seems like I'm stretching, rolling. It won't go away. So I actually have my long compression socks on today. Let me show you all. Oh, wrong camera again. Come on, camera. There's no way that camera's pointed all the way down. Let me see here. Something seems wrong. Maybe it is all the way down. What the? Oh well. Anyways, I have my long compression socks on today. I'm having a hard time believing that camera's pointed all the way down. Let's see here. Seems like it should have more range than that. Yeah, there it goes. What the hell? So, anyways, calves are bothering me, so even after I shower, I'll probably put another pair of compression socks back on. Frackber, how's it going today? We're going to try to get a full 90 minutes in today. The only first important meeting I have today is not till 9:30. I got a little time to prepare for that. Right? Yeah, not dead yet. That's I guess if you woke up that morning, this morning, it's a good sign. So I can tell I'm definitely putting out just a little bit more than I did yesterday, which is kind of my goal, is to just continuously be progressing, getting back to where I can kind of do those 220, 240 sessions for 90 minutes plus. I'm really not going to put a lot of focus on sprinting power workouts for the next couple of months. I will be definitely doing a lot of off-bike stuff, continuing to work on the strength and the core, which I think are going to be beneficial to me, especially with this ongoing nagging hip issue that I have. It's not skeletal or joint or anything like that. It is definitely that's well, yeah, that one, when you say you gained a kilo, that could be the difference of like one good poop and what you had, right? Yeah, it is going to be a long holiday season. I agree with that. I'm kind of glad. My wife and I were kind of choosing to be isolated. We're not going to do any family events or anything like that. In fact, we're currently planning, since I haven't fully winterized the trailer yet, we're planning Thanksgiving Day. We're gonna pack up the trailer, the dogs, head north towards Abiquiu Lake on some BLM, and just camp out for a couple of days, kind of get away from everybody. It might be a little too cold for taking the paddle boards, but it's really going to be more about us getting away, getting some walks in, just getting away from here for a bit. So we may be doing a, I don't know, a TV dinner for Thanksgiving. Lakeside, somewhere, and on a BLM. Yeah, and I agree with that. I did miss that, Brian. Just want the trend to go down, and right now that's kind of been my trend right now. If I tend to not do this where I weigh myself daily, but these kind of coming in here and just doing these in like starvation mode, where I didn't eat breakfast, didn't do anything, which I don't normally do. So the pounds are slowly ticking off. What I'm making for dinner. Stream to my uncle and cousin. Oh, okay, that's cool. Thanks, Jenny. I'm feeling. I need to change my thing here a little bit. I recently had to change scales recently. The Taylor digital scale that I had that, you know, does everything, your body composition, all that type of stuff. I knew a long time ago they, what do you call it? Let the app go, you know, and so that's why my wife hadn't got a new scale several years ago. But on mine, it was able to keep going and going and going until I updated it to a new phone and had to go log in it, and now the app is dead. Now the scale's still good. I mean, it still does the body composition and everything, but I would have to manually put all the numbers in. It's just, so anyways, the good thing is my wife's scale allows multiple profiles, so I just connect it to hers now, so I can track all that and kind of understand where my muscle mass is, my body water, you know, all that. I'm gonna move this down a bit, or you know what I do? Maybe if I pop out chat, I'll get a better view of it. Because right now, I'm seeing so little of it. Yeah. Wish my scale would work with Garmin. Super cheap, smart. Yeah, you know, you can't, I don't know what your configurations are, but you can use Apple Health. I think somebody's about to say it here. Yeah, so yeah, same thing. Our scale, I don't know the name of the scale, but I know the app is called Fitform. So I don't know if that's the name of the scale. Excuse me. My wife got it pretty cheap as well. But I know through all your app configurations, you can tell Apple Health, you know, after it's received it from the main app, Fitform, you can tell Apple Health to write it to Garmin. There's workarounds with it. Let's see here. Man, I'm gonna have to start bringing my reading glasses. Yeah, I think Brian said exactly what I was thinking. Until before I found out my wife would allow me to connect, I was going to invest in a Garmin scale, but being that hers works and records everything, I think I'm just gonna stick with that. Like I said, the unfortunate part is now I got a good scale. It's a Taylor scale, and they let the app just expire. What the fuck? My Android synced to Garmin, but now on Apple, it seems to be no app compatible. Gotcha. Tried. That's a good fitness sinker. Yeah, I'm definitely putting out more effort than yesterday, which was the goal. I think yesterday I was averaging 100. Did you? Okay. How did I miss your show? Oh, I must have been gaming, Brian. I'll go. Do you record your VODs? Are your VODs up? Right? Let's see here. Hang on, I'm looking at your channel here. Oh yeah, you got VODs up. Okay. I'll go back and check it out. Yeah, okay. I got it. I'm interested to hear what you got to say, because at least I don't feel, depending on if we're talking about the same subject, kind of wonder how many people are in that mode or mindset right now. It's like you don't know how to quit. Oh, gosh. Maybe it's a little bit too much effort right now. I'm really not going that hard. I mean, comparatively though, I'm probably doing about 40 beats more, 30 to 40 beats more than yesterday, which is not much, but it's definitely enough to get these lungs a little irritated. Yeah, okay. I definitely gotta go listen. I got some time today. I forgot I gotta take my daughter to a dental appointment, so I gotta go, after one of my meetings, I gotta go take her out of school early, and I gotta join a brief class while I'm waiting for her, but I got time during that time to listen to it. Rowing is something you kind of have to work your way to it, you know. I haven't done any of my long distances here. Anytime, like normally for me, a 10,000 meters, like that's like a quick 30, 35 minute workout. But I want to get back to where I'm doing those half marathons, you know, the 21,000 meters or something like that. I think it's 21. But with USA championships coming up, I think that's gonna kind of blow my plans out of the water as far as training, unless I just include it in, because I do have some rowing distance goals that I want to meet on the Concept 2 website. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. Skip to 42. Let me take a quick picture of that, because the computer I'm on now won't be the one I'll be using later on today. Hang on a sec. Hold on. There I go. Yeah, I'd appreciate it, Dimitri, if you could. That way I won't forget. All right, let me switch bottles here. Well, this, I've had a rib out of place for a couple of days now, and it's still, I'm supposed to see somebody this week. My wife has made several attempts to kind of push it, get it back in place, and she can't quite get it. So, I'm supposed to see somebody this week. Hopefully tomorrow. Haven't heard back from him. I need to get this rib in place because it kind of acts up here and there. And when it acts up, it gets to the point where if I inhale deeply, it like like shot. It's like the only way I can describe it is like I feel like maybe I'm getting a heart attack, and it is definitely the rib. My wife has traced it from the back across the pec, right across here, across the pec, right here to the rib cage, and like right now it's actually okay. I mean, I was able to do 3 sets of 25 push-ups, no problem. But last night, just simply using my elbow to shift myself in bed, like it was painful. So it just kind of like comes and goes. I got to get it back in place. I've been doing like my own self-manipulation on the foam roller, like I normally do, kind of do my own self-adjustments. And even I can't get it to go. I can't get it. Now, normally my wife is pretty capable of being a physical therapist in the sports, biomechanical sports, physical therapy industry. She can't get this one. She spent like an hour working on it, different manipulations, and she's gotten a rib to go back in place once before. I think it was 2018 state road championships. At the sprint finish line, a guy went down in front of me. I tried to bunny hop him, and I did successfully, but I kind of missed the pavement and went into the dirt. The dirt turned my front wheel. I went over the handlebars, full scorpion mode. If you don't know what scorpion mode is, it's where your chest plants and your legs come over the top. That's called scorpion crash, okay? Holy fuck, my chest was out. I drove home in pain. I had a teammate, it was, because it was up in Santa Fe, and a teammate followed me home just to make sure I got home safe. And when I got home, my wife, she was able to adjust that rib back into place. So it's not that she's not capable, she just, I don't know what's going on with this rib. We'll get it figured out there. I will say that, pushing a little bit more does feel better today. So we're gonna try to get the full 90 minutes in today. It's only 7 o'clock right now. Yeah, I mean, I can tell there's still stuff going on here, but I didn't sinus rinse this morning. That's probably, I should have done that, but I feel definitely much clearer up here. I definitely should have did a sinus rinse this morning. Sounds like my wife is leaving to work right now. So that means the dogs are going to be over here knocking on the gym door here in a little bit. Bye. Thank you. Yeah. Love you. I still need to plan time to take these handlebars off, get them modified so that I can put the Zwift Play buttons on these handlebars. I thought about two things, either one, fabricating these handlebars so that these bull horns are more like back here where they need to be instead of way out here. Because this right here, this crossbar is at the perfect, as far as like my measurements on my bike, professional bike fit, from the nose of the saddle to, you know, the reach on the handlebar is perfect. But like all this, you know, it's not a bicycle handlebar, right? So, non-stop Christmas commercials. Is that on my channel that you're seeing that, or are we talking about like the television? I don't see on TV. Okay. Yeah. I've already seen a few streams where I'm being sarcastic, but I've made a comment that it looks like Christmas threw up on my screen already. It just feels too damn early. It just feels too early. For one, we're having a very unseasonably warm October right now. I can't believe I'm still wearing shorts and a t-shirt here in New Mexico in October. It's unreal. But our cold spell is coming. We're gonna hit the 20s and 25s here really soon. I thought it was going to be this week. Let's see here. Oh, I don't know. The rest of this week are highs of 55, Saturday 59. The lows are there. I mean, we're talking, you know, 32, 39, 39, 40. It's by no means not our, we're not in our true cold spell yet. $71. That's actually nice, you know. I'm not going to complain about that. At least April or May. I hope we don't get that. It's been a minute since we have had, you know, snow all the way up until May here. We generally want it to end by March here, because the first bike race of the season is usually in March, down south towards the New Mexico-Texas border. Which I don't know that I'll be doing it again, just because, you know, it's one of those races I just show up to do it and see how well I do, because the out and back section of the course is always doable for me, but you go out and back and then you go up, and that climb out there up that mountain, it's like, it's dreadful. Dreadful. $75. So kind of give you an idea of like how our seasons can swing so badly here, or so much. Some of you may have seen me on my live stream on the opening day of Balloon Fiesta this year. I wore a long sleeve, kind of like a hiking shirt, and I had a t-shirt underneath just for a little added warmth. And I was wearing shorts on opening day of Balloon Fiesta. Now there was a couple of years where opening day was closed because it snowed 6 to 7 inches at the Balloon Fiesta Park. That's how much we swing here in the high desert, because we are a mile high city, even though Denver gets all the credit. We're a mile high city. We get just almost the same weather conditions that Denver does, because where our city is, even though we have a valley, we're at the same elevation, and we have a mountain, a 12,000 foot mountain right next to us that has a ski area. So we get the same weather conditions that Denver gets. Being though that we're a bit more south, we tend to be just a tad warmer. And my throat, it just keeps on wanting to dry out. Hey, wow, so clutch, how's it going? Yeah, I'm the same way, Fragbird. I think we're gonna get dumped on this year, which in many cases would be good. I mean, I think last year we had enough snow to, if we wanted to, we could have taken our snowshoes out and go hike the 10K trail, but we didn't. But it's been a while since we've taken the whole dog pack out and went up and took the snowshoes and just hiked the trail out there. It'd be nice to break them out this year. I'm not going to entirely complain if we get dumped on. I don't have skis, no. I am not, I'm not biomechanically inclined enough to be very good at skateboarding, skis. I can do cross-country ski. I've done that before. I have rollerblades, but I've given up on like whether they will ever be a practical use for me. As much as I would love to be very proficient at rollerblades. Have you ever seen speed skaters' legs, quads? Geez, I think I'm built for that sport. But I just can't get it. I have too much of a fear of falling, breaking this, cracking that. Even with all the gear on, you know, I'll like once in a while, I'll like break the shit out and it's like, okay, let's see if we can get this. And 30, 45 minutes in, I'm ready to quit. It's like, why did I even buy these stupid things? And I know I bought them just because, god dang, I would love to be able to power down the bosky trail, the bicycle trail that I usually ride on a pair of rollerblades. Just, geez, you know what that would do for my sprinting ability? I wish I could have like learned to take on the sport at that age when you're like kind of like more fearless. Of course, your body's more. It's essentially built to be a giant shock absorber at that age, right? That's nice. I envy people that can do it though. I still like to watch like speed skating, whether it's on ice or you know the blades, rollerblades. That's a great sport. If y'all aren't aware of this, so this brand that I wear here all the time, y'all see me. VIE13, VIE13. The last team that I was on, which was this team here, Bad Kitty Fat Cat Racing, out of Dallas, Texas. They use that clothing brand. So I've got this kit in, you know, white and pink and black and pink. And when that team disbanded, I hooked up with V13, the owner, Gary Ryan and Teresa Ryan, and pretty much became a brand ambassador. So that's why you'll see me a lot in these kits. It's pretty much all I wear. So whether it's these old racing kits or you see me in some of their branded stuff here. But anyways, the point I'm getting to is the Gary Ryan and Teresa Ryan are former pro national champion speed skaters, you know, the rollerblade type speed skaters. And so they've come to learn to design speed skating clothing from that sport, which actually transitions over to cycling. And so they actually sponsor a number of professional teams, UCI teams, They make the jerseys for like the winter jerseys and such for like Special Olympics and stuff like that. But anyways, yeah, I know him personally. I know where he lives, out in Michigan. I've helped a couple of teams hook up with them and come up with some designs, and of course, you know, Gary just takes care of me. I won't say that I get kits free, but I pretty much get them at cost because I represent his brand. You know, one year in 2019, when I won state championships, I did it in one of his, you might see me in the rugby looking kit. It looks like a rugby jersey. And then the next thing I know, they custom made me a New Mexico State Criterium Championship jersey and sent it to me. And I was like, oh shit, you know? So, you know, and occasionally when I order like a store kit, you know, they'll put like extra socks and gloves and stuff in there. But yeah, if you guys, I check out Vi13, you know, great fitting kits. Very fitting, comfortable bibs. Yeah, they're good people too, and like, I like hooking people up with them too because you're not dealing with some big company and a sales guy that works for a company. I'm not criticizing that. When you work with Vi13, you're working with the owner. Now granted, he's got a designer that will take your concepts and build you, you know, something like this or whatever. But I like that, the fact that when I hook people up with him, you're dealing with Gary and Teresa, the people that founded the company. VI, here, I'll give you the link. Let's see here. Kind of. Here we go. Shameless plug for them. They do need it's been a minute. Let me actually look. I talked to Gary. I was like, hey, when are you guys gonna update your store with, like, I have kits that I have from him that are not on here yet. He hasn't put, let me see. Let me make sure before I say anything, make sure I'm not wrong. Yeah, see, he hasn't put, like, he's got a whole new collection of new designs that are not on the online store here. Smaller Canadian, yeah, you know, when you deal with a boutique, that's what I like, is a boutique, a brand versus a big brand, you know? More kit options, right? Hey, you know, I think everybody here has to agree that cycling is just an expensive hobby for a lot of us, right? There's a lot of things on that store that I own, like the base layers. I think he sent me a bunch of those free one year. The podium shoes, those are nice. They're like wearing a pair of Vans. But they also make those podium shoes in your custom team colors as well. I own a lot of these kits, plus some that are just not even on here. They have like that speed suit. He has a whole new one that, again, it's not even on here. That he's put a lot of professional teams in, and he sent me one. Exactly, Brian. Gloves, perfect fitting gloves, perfect fitting bibs, you know, all very, very important for performance. Now I will say, when it comes to socks, I do like the branded socks that V13 sends me and everything, but the best socks that I've ever worn on my feet for cycling, and you can't get them anymore. Let me double check that before I say something. All right, let's see here. Men, activity, run, hike. See, they don't even put cycling on here anymore. And so, these socks I have 2 pairs of them, and they are by far the best socks that I have for cycling. They're a compression sock, but they're very thin around the middle of the foot, but have nice padding in the fourth foot of your foot and in the heel of the foot. And I just, every time I go back to the site to look for some, you know, I thought about, okay, maybe just look at the running ones and see if I could find something close. Hang on a sec, let me see. Mid-cut sock, let's see here. So this right here looks like them. All right. This looks like a very, very close version of what I'm talking about. All right, let me put this up here, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, these are by far the best socks that I have put on my feet for cycling. Out of all the other stuff I have, believe me, I have a lot of nice cycling socks. But you wanna talk about like a gripping feel, perfect amount of padding, but not so much in the wrong areas. These socks are phenomenal. Yeah, they're pricey, but shit, you want to talk about a sock that's good? I use those cycling socks that I got when they used to sell them under a cycling kind of purpose, which they don't have on there anymore. These socks I like to wear when my wife and I are in Vegas and we're doing a lot of long walks on the strip or going hiking. you don't have to take my word for it. I'm just gonna tell you. In a lot of years of racing, I have 2 damn drawers of socks. And so many socks that I've had to take some and throw them in boxes and put them up in the shelf in my closet. But these socks are the ones that I keep available for almost everything. Like I said, they're great in compression and everything. Yeah, I have some, V13 has some really nice wool socks. Not that I'm trying to continuously plug them here, but let me see. They're not even listing them. Let's see here. Let me go to socks. Okay, let's go to socks. Okay, here we go. Yeah. I have several pairs of these. Copy. Those are really good wool socks. I have several pairs of those in gray and black. But yeah, wool socks are great. Let's see here. Hang on, I missed a question here. Merino wool good. Do you buy Danish Endurance? Inside, okay, I missed that question. I don't know if that was a question to me. I don't think I've ever heard of Danish Endurance. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta change this music. This is not my music, and I don't want YouTube to give me a DMCA strike, so I wish Spotify would quit changing my playlist. I purposely play my own music so that this would not happen, and they keep changing it on me. Okay. So what was it called again? Let's see here. Danish Endurance. All right, let's see if I can type this without stopping. Well, probably if I could spell it right. Danish. Okay, here we go. So let me ask you about something about that. Okay, I see. Never mind, I answered my own question. Those look pretty good too. I mean, looking at them. That pair is really interesting right there. Low cut cycling. Let's see here. Quarter cycling. These ones here, I'm not gonna lie, look almost like the CEP socks that I wear, almost. Oh, let's see here. I Styling Biker. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the YouTube chat. Thanks for stopping in. I didn't have that screen up, so I don't know if you're still there or not. Oh, okay, you're already gone, I see. All right, 20 more minutes. We can call this 90-minute workout done. I can't say that I have any clothes from high school. Well, I can think of one clothing item that I still own from my college days, nearly 34 years ago, and that's a jacket. A jacket that I still have. I don't wear it, but I still have that stupid jacket. I bought it of all places. How many of y'all, maybe if you're in America, recall the store Montgomery Ward's? Oh, no, it's definitely not around anymore. I can tell you that. Yeah, I have a jacket from there. I worked there years ago when I was going to college in the Chicago area. Menards. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I worked there briefly, and through the holiday, it was an incredible experience to me to know, to see how the inner workings of working at a department store work. And back then, you know, I'm like a 21, 22-year-old handsome stud, you know? And a lot of the women would get upset because I was getting a lot of register commissions because the women wanted to deal with me at the store. And to me, it was like, I'm completely clueless. I was completely clueless to the fact that, hey, I'm really a handsome stud. Excuse me. But out of Montgomery Wards is where I discovered kind of my true calling of a business. Because before I went to Chicago and lived in that area, you know, I was working in local bike shops here as a young teenager while I was racing. So I was very familiar with the bicycle industry, sales, repair, all of that. And so one day, I went back to the warehouse to get something, and I noticed this crew of dudes working in a little area in the warehouse, assembling bicycles for the floor. So I started chit-chatting with them and stuff, trying to find out about it, what they do. They're telling me about how much they make. I was like, are you kidding me? You make that much? And it was good. It was good money. For 1990, hang on, let me think about that. 1990, 1989, 1990. So got to talking about them and everything, and they kind of hooked me up with their guy. Next thing you know, I'm traveling around all the Chicago area, Toys R Us, the warehouse clubs, and Sears, service merchandise, assembling bicycles and exercise equipment for good money, until I eventually opened up my own assembly business. You want to talk about good money? It was really good money. Like, you know, the store sells a bike, and they charge the customer on average of $10 to $15 per assembly, right? Well, many of those bicycles, believe it or not, with a production type system, with, you know, we're talking electric, you know, back then it was mostly plug-in, like electrical plug, not battery, impacts, stuff like that. You could assemble a bike, and I'm talking about a geared bike, 10 speed, 12 speed, whatever. From the time you cut the box open and put it on the ground, fully adjusted, less than 10 minutes. And I, as a business, received that whole $15. So think about that for a sec. If I set my production up, I go into a store, they say, hey, we got 20 bikes to assemble today. Or during the holiday seasons, you were going in and assembling 35, 40, 50 bikes. You could knock out, let's see, 7 to 8 bikes per hour, okay? So think about that for a sec. $10 to $15, 7 to 8 bikes per hour. You knock them out, okay? Now you might finish that store in a couple hours, so you schedule another store to go get some more, okay? Now the way I paid the people that work for me is you couldn't ever give them more than 49% of the ticket. But when I would start them out in training, I would give them like 30 to 35% in training, teach them my system or how I build a bicycle. And so I would get their other, the rest of their percentage. So I had multiple crews going all around the Chicago area, you know, either going to this store, that store. And, you know, when I collect the bill, I know how much to pay them based on how many bikes they assembled. And it wouldn't take me long to teach someone to work their way up to a full 49% of the ticket. But even at 49% of the ticket, you know, they're still making really good money. One reason why I had to hire a crew is because I had one store in Chicago. I don't know if there's still a thing in Chicago or not, but it was called I want to say Sport Mart, but that doesn't sound right. The name will come to me, but I had one store in Lakeview, Chicago, the suburb Lakeview, northern part of Chicago, that literally I had 70 bikes a day, 4 days a week, Monday through Friday, 70 bikes a day. I don't know how that store sold so many bikes, but so I couldn't get around to other stores. And that wasn't even like a busy season or anything like that. That was just their everyday gig. So on Fridays I could get around to other stores and help out my crew. And then of course, when the season slowed down, you know, we would transition to building exercise equipment or displays at like warehouse stores, you know, furniture, grills. You know, in the springtime, they would want grills assembled. So, and it was all like a production, you know. You got to where you know all these pieces of merchandise that, hell, if you wanted to, you assemble a grill in 15 minutes or less, and the assembly ticket on it was like 25 bucks. Anyways, it was a good business. I couldn't keep it going here in New Mexico. It was just, you know, it was just very hard, very competitive. And then you have like a lot of big corporate companies that do it. And so essentially I got booted out of Walmart. Like, I remember I was trying to get into a Walmart that was just opening. They had like 150 bikes they wanted assembled. I came in, told them, hey, look, I'll build all 150 bikes at $7 assembly price. $7. And I told them I would have it done in 2 days. Well, Huffy Service First, I believe, was the big corporate company at the time. They had me out of there like that. It didn't matter that I outbidded them by more than half, because I knew I was going to get all the profits. It was just me going in there. I'm going to get all the profits. Ah, shit, no. They had their big lawyers go in and give me the big boot. Yeah, I would put them together properly. Honest, I would. In that time that I'm telling you about, I'm talking fully adjusted, ready to go. Ready to ride. Oh. Yeah, Huffy the brand. They had a big corporate company called Huffy Service First. I don't know if they still exist today. Like I said, this was all, good golly, 30 years ago, guys. 30 years ago. Now, I'm sure there's still companies that do assembly service. You know, guys, I can tell you, if you can figure out a way to get your foot in the door at a store, it's good money. And even if you contact like, I don't know, some of the big exercise brands, like back then in the day, the big exercise brand was called DP. Y'all remember the brand DP? Diversified Products? Like DP treadmills, DP exercise bikes. It sounds like a bad word when I say it. Don't let your mind go in the gutter when I say DP. Not that I didn't already do it, but anyways, I was contracted with them to take care of, so like if a customer got a treadmill home and let's say the motor burnt out or the belt need adjustment, mine does too. So I would be the guy that would travel to their home, like, hey, let me, okay, yeah, your control board's bad, let me order one. I'd come back, put it in for them. So I would take care of warranty for Diversified Products in their home. So I had that contract going along with the assembly business. And like I said, just if you're in a small city like Albuquerque, it's really hard to make it work. So the only places I've been able to make it succeed was when I was in Chicago and Cleveland, Ohio area. Because when I was in Cleveland, I was able to expand out to Pittsburgh as well because I had all the Dunham sporting goods stores. I think some of you may know that brand. I think they're still around. So I had a lot of the Toys R Us and the Dunhams, the Dunham sporting goods. Yeah, I think they are still around. Learning the slang. All right, y'all. I've got 3 minutes left in this 90-minute session. So, I'm probably gonna jump off right away and get into the shower, get ready for my meetings for the day. I tell you, I feel a lot better today. I can tell there's still some tightness going on here. 120 minutes. I wish I had time today. I really do. I came in here early just to make sure I could get. Oh, there's always that. Which I wish I could do. Hey, is there anybody Zwifting right now that would be worth raiding? I think we have enough people, eh? I gotta get better about doing that. Who's Zwifting this morning? Don't tell me I'm the only sucker. One rando. Let's see here. Why am I not seeing that guy? Who is this guy? Is it a guy or gal? Oh yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Let's follow him. And let's give this guy copy. All right. Well, let's go ahead and rate him. All right, everyone, we're sending you over here. I don't know the guy or anything like that, but he's definitely at least Zwifting. Take it easy, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day.